Okay, and we're back. Welcome. I am. Mike unplugged for a second, and then Alec Benjamin started playing. The rain stopped unexpectedly, so I decided to just do another stream. Anyway, that being said, with the music being mentioned, if God Games plays, you are still going to get a verbal hint. So far, you guys haven't been very lucky with the verbal hints. We already looked at everyone's statuses this moon. If you missed the previous stream, it was free moons of the year. A couple things happened. Just gonna... Mourdream died of the broken back. Stormpaw was murdered on a patrol by a random stranger, possibly Wolf. Pigeon was murdered by Hairpaw, and Birdtooth died trapped. So there's your recap. Also, Sedge Dance and Bonefade became mediators. I'm doing better. I was fighting for my life in the rain. It messed up all my little painted nails. I'm better now. We already looked at all the statuses last stream. So we're just going to be doing the patrols, and then we'll continue on. Can you suggest a patrol with Sparrow and her daughters when Sparrow gets better? Yeah. But, for now, let's do Nimblepaw and Jagged Stripe. Hello, large dog. Thank you. Shadows the dog sends a message back to Warn Camp. You say, why did that get stormed from Epic stuck in your head? And Yoshi. I will say Suffering is currently playing. Yoshi, you okay? Okay, Yoshi? Yoshi's good. Okay. The reason why I have to worry about floods is that the area right in front of our front door is, like, the lowest elevation in that area. If it doesn't go, like, straight down the driveway, it goes into our doorway area. It has a little dip in front of our door so that the water pools. And then that area with the tiny drain that sucks, which isn't even a drain, it's just a hole in concrete, it gets clogged with leaves and stuff. So, you know. Gander and Euro. Ganderpaw isn't acting like her usual self. Yuri tries to ask Ganderpaw if there's something she can help with, or if she wants to talk about it. Ganderpaw shuts down, muttering a request to please just keep the patrol focused on training. Yeah, it should be a step. That's what we've been saying. Yeah, baby's missing her mom. Adds about 1 minute, by the way. First Paw and Frecklestar. Sorry, no kitty pet. Cinderpaw. Why don't we send Cinderpaw out with Hairpaw and Fallen Newt and see what happens? Badger set. Fallen Newt comes up with a plan, stuffs grasses and shrubs into the mouth of the set. Gander is indeed one of the Sparrowbird kits. Inkpaw can got with Mothjoy. Oh, I'm realizing I don't have my little notebook that has all the relationship events I need to keep an eye out for, so let me go grab that real quick. Notebook has been grabbed. It might be a little out of breath. Hello, Moss Clan. Patrol is standoffish and cold. This Sprite is old and has no fizz. Tarantula and Lynx. Hornet Clan scent has strayed into the territory. Oh! Patrol follows the scent to a Hornet Clan cat taking refuge up a tree. A cat yowls a warning, but they aren't quick enough, and a large dog suddenly descends upon the patrol. Tarantula Paw is killed. That's... Things aren't going good, guys. By the way, it would have been Tarantula Fern. Just gonna... Do you see this? Poor Firepaw. Speaking of Firepaw, hunting techniques. Nice practice session. Oh, ew. Old Sprite. Man, this water I don't think that would taste good at that point. Firepaw is Yarrow Reed and Gust Dream? Yes. We're looking for burdock. Luck is on Gullheart's side today. The burdock is both plentiful and easy to find. He purrs, knowing how hard Tunnelpaw is working to learn herbcraft only adds to his contentment. That's cute. Tunnelpaw is doing a lot better as a medicine cat. At least there's that. Rosie Spike can go out with Flipstripe and Shatterblaze. Hello, J-Clan scent. Find a lost J-Clan apprentice. Bring them back. Thank you. Cobalt can go out with Quill Spider and Vervana. Tunnels. Abandoned badger set. No one's been here for a while. Could be a good location to return to. Snapdragon can go out with Hawk Flip. Small dog. Snapdragon Spark got a torn ear from the small dog. Slate Claw can go out with Whisper Swoop. Suspicious Paw Prints. Slate Claw follows the Paw Prints to a trespassing rogue and confronts him, fur puffed up and scowling. They demand the rogue leave the ViperClan territory. Tree Fang, Lavender Watcher, Bat Nettle. Rabbit burst out. Tree Fang reacts quickly. Good job. Well, that was a moon. Well then, I'm scared. This year has been cursed. Icy bursts and deaths. Never mind. I was gonna say hopefully it was just Tarantula Paw, but anyway, not enough healthy medicine cats. Lavender Watcher's soreness has evaded. Flipstripe was killed defending Link's course from a dog. She was protecting her daughter. Didn't Lynx also just see their apprentice get killed by a dog? Like, that's what killed Tarantula Paw, right? Okay, that's unfortunate. Verbena Claw has heat exhaustion. Fire got rejected by Torn Dance. Gullheart has a stomach ache. Batnettle has gotten heat exhaustion. Quill Spider has gotten heat exhaustion. Whiskcloud is jolting awake, hoping fresh air will help cope with sadness and memories. Snapdragon Spark's ear is no longer torn. Euro Reed has gotten a stomach ache. The random rogue we knew, Otter, died. I don't know if that was Otter Steep or not, but either way, not really canon. Inkpaw feels better, no longer sore. Furzpaw's running nose is gone. Adderpaw got apprenticed to Snapdragon Spark. Chirppaw is apprenticed to Lavender Watcher right after his wife died. Shaded Kit has always wished to be the hero of the clan, a warrior admired by all. Touching nose with Shaded Paw, Cobalt Field hopes that he is going to stay wary of the dangers of the territory and not endanger himself. Rain Kit's running nose is gone. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Wow, there was no grieving thing for Lavender Watcher, at least on the time skip. Flipstripe was always the first cat that Lynx scores turn to advice and good counsel. How will she continue on without her? As the days pass, she becomes angry and withdrawn. It feels like the entire clan is moving on from Flipstripe's death. ViperClan is not doing good, guys. Frecklestar saw a big scary dog today. Yeah, it seems like there is one. You're scaring all the prey. Gullheart is making new nests. Tunnelpaw is fetching Basil for another cat who is looking for her. Sedge Dance had a nice chaff cat from another clan at the border. Ooh, Gravity is playing. The new Has-Been Hotel song. Gorsglare is starting problems by solving them. By starting them. Cerberus is loose. Bonefade is playing with his food. Hey, can we do some fixing with... Let's try to fix this again. Thank you. Cliff Creek is picking the burrs from his pelt. Gonna get my hands wet. Okay, let's see. Let's do... No, you're Batnettle. You're Verbena. And let's do Bonefade. These cats need to learn how to like each other. Lavender Watcher is telling Fire a story. Verbena Claw can't stop coming to tears each time Flipstripe is mentioned. Fall Newt tries to set a good example for younger cats. Treefang daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Cobalt Field is relaxing in camp. Gus Dream arranged the flowers for Tarantula Paw's vigil. All these grieving statuses are gonna make me cry. Stone Shell saw Firepaw sneaking a bite of fresh kill. Hawkflip is thanking Gorsglare for what he does for the clan. Ooh! Look what's playing. I don't think you can actually see what's playing. It's God Games. So your verbal sneak will now be, at the end of the year, 2 cats have frostbite. Probably not the verbal sneak you wanted to know, but you know. So 2 cats in Galaxy Clan currently have frostbite. Yep. Okay, anyway. Slateclaw clung so desperately to Flipstripe's body that he had to be dragged away. That's depressing. Sparrow Dance saw her littermate at the border today. Robin is dead, but I guess you saw the ghost. I believe Verbena and Cliff and Flip were siblings. Let me double check. Yep. Rosie Spike also saw the big scary dog. Batnettle is exhausted after patrol. Quill Spider can't get anything done with the heat. Robin is showing her that her mate is safe with him and her father. Gotta twist the knife, huh? Wisp Cloud wants to compliment Lavender Watcher's fighting techniques. Snapdragon Spark is guarding camp. Jagged Stripe can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Yara Reed told a fond story at Flipstripe's vigil. I just want to point out Yara Reed. Like, Flipstripe. Not that. Sage Kit, Storm Paw, Tarantula Paw. Yara Reed. Link Scores wonders if she would be better as a mediator instead. She is not doing good. Shatterblaze is spending considerable amount of time grooming. Whisper Swoop almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble on a patrol. Firepaw is cowering during a rough storm. Hairpaw saw a 2-leg petting a loner. Inkpaw curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Cinderpaw is grateful to Sedge Dance for her mediation. Furzpaw can't keep up with Rainkit. Ganderpaw is debating swimming to cool down. Nimblepaw is feeling peckish. Whisper's a guy, yeah. Adderpaw is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Also, you are confident and a lover of stories. Chirpaw is playful and a lover of stories, and you saw a 2-leg kit playing with a kitty pet. Shaded Paw envies the deputy position, and you are ambitious. Fire is wondering how the cats she helped in the past are doing. Torn Dance helps to reinforce the nursery. Pale Feather helped bury Flipstripe, leaving her favorite prey at the grave. Basil won't stop pulling pranks. We could send out Hairpaw and Inkpaw on patrol together. Just the 2 of them. Salamander Kit begs Flipstripe not to leave the mall. Oh my god, Flipstripe died right before the next litter was gonna be apprentices. They're 5 moons old. Violet Kit picked the best spot in the burial grounds for Flipstripe. Rain Kit does his best to console his clanmates about Flipstripe's death. Crow Kit can't stop coming to tears each time Flipstripe is mentioned. ViperClan is depressing, guys. Everyone except Frecklestar is gonna die, trust me. Okay, so we're gonna send out Hairpaw and Inkpaw. Just alone. Inkpaw admits that the strange dream she's been having is why she kicked Hairpaw in the night. That's super weird, Hairpaw tells her. Does Inkpaw's mentor know that she's so weird? Is Hairpaw deflecting? Is this Hairpaw, like, deflecting possible, like, knowing what might be going on? Or, like... Anyway. Shaded Paw and Cobalt Field. Prairie Dog. Caught it. And then Chirp Paw and Lavender Watcher. See a herd of bison. Ooh. My computer is dying. Give me a second. Can you tell I, like, prepped but didn't quite prep because I was a little frazzled? This is Weepers. Okay, laptop is now plugged in. As the herd moves slowly and invisibly around them in the grass, felt only by the thud of their hoofsteps, Lavender Watcher brings Chirppaw in close and tells him the story of how the great thunder beasts protect the plains, channeling their thunder in their horns and earthquakes in their hooves, so that neither may come to hurt ViperClan while they are near. Then Adderpaw can go out with Snapdragon Spark. Good chance to practice new fighting techniques. Unfortunately, no one steps up to teach. Good job, guys. Nimble. Actually, let's send out all the kids. Badger set. Of course, Cinderpaw scrambles into the den for a look and comes nose to nose with its occupant. Of course. Hawkflip can go out with Fallen Newt. Oh, I actually, in between the streams, I did see something that was kind of funny. Where is Hawk? So I did notice that Hawkflip has a crush on Stoneshell. But then when I looked at Stoneshell does not like Hawkflip. Until proven otherwise, I still think Stoneshell is probably a lesbian. Fallen Newt makes a stupid comment about Hawkflip's favorite technique, and it sours the rest of the training session. For people that say Fallen Newt saying, like, that was weakness to Hairpaw was out of character, I think Fallen Newt is a little grouchy and a little mean recently. Gotta be honest. Treefang, Freckle Star, and Jagged Stripe. Hello, are we gonna steal? Yes, she is. Shatterblaze can go out with Euroreed. Oh boy. Euroreed comes running at her yowls, and Shatterblaze is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. Thank you. Whisper Swoop can go out with Rosy Spike. New set of tunnels. Abandoned Badger set. Moffjoy can go out with Firepaw and Gustream. Hello, Borderlines. It's a skunk. Moffjoy got skunked, guys. Let's do a solo slate. Overwhelmed? Tries to shake it off and force himself to go out anyway, but ignoring his unease doesn't help him focus on training. Uh-oh, Stinky. I feel like they've done this like 2 times already. But we got Oak Leaves. Tunnelpaw nearly gets stuck trying to climb up a challenging branch, but the branches are wide, strong, and sturdy. Apprentice soon overcomes his fear, making it safely down to the ground. I'm scared of time skipping. To my knowledge, I'm kind of interpreting Slateclaw and Wolf being like a fling going on. But you know. I see births and deaths. Not enough healthy medicine cats. This is very long. This concerns me. Gorskler wakes up, no longer grieving. Frecklestar's bee sting is feeling better. Sedgedance will always feel her grief, but time has softened it. Rosie, Spike, and Cool Spider watch the clan's kits play and daydream about having their own someday. You guys do have kits, I'm like 99% sure. Cool Spider managed to recover from heat exhaustion. Whiskcloud picks herself up, no longer grieving. No longer having constant nightmares, I should say. Euroreed's stomach ache is left. Stoneshell's recovered from her sprain. J-Clan asks ViperClan if they have any cobwebs, but ViperClan only has enough for themselves. Hey, when was the fire in J-Clan? Hawkflip, Firepaw, Jagged Stripe, Fire. It killed both the fires. Shatter Blaze, Hairpaw, Euroreed, and Nimblepaw are killed after a fire rages through the camp. I think Hairpaw probably left to go to Hornet Clan, didn't die there. I'm gonna be honest. Because this is the moon that someone's leaving to go to Hornet Clan. Salamander Paw sits besides his new mentor, Rosie Spike, as the meeting comes to a close. Glares at the sky, wondering why Flipstripe couldn't be here. Violet Paw is apprenticed to Whisper Swoop. Rainpaw got Stoneshell. Crowpaw wishes he could be happier about being made an apprentice as he touches nose of a tree thing, but all he can think about is how much he wishes Flipstripe was there. Torn Dance feels like she's living for a nightmare. Hawkflip, her kit, can't really be dead. When no one needs anything from her, she breaks down, wailing uncontrollably. A world without Jagged Stripe at his side seems cold and empty to Snapdragon Spark. How can life continue on like nothing has happened? In the following days, he visits his grave, gazing blankly, unmovingly. Lavender Watcher chokes back wails and tears, trying to get to the end of the story he's telling about Euroreed's days in the nursery. He can do this. He can make sure Euroreed is honored at Shadow's vigil. Even if Lavender Watcher can't do anything else for Shadow, bitterness and rage floods him as Euroreed's life is recalled at the vigil. So much grief and death has taken its toll on the cats of ViperClan. Verbena Claw is particularly shaken by it. Well then. I can't believe Firepaw and Shatter Blaze died in a fire. Anyway, rest in peace, Fire. Moon 352 is when the J fire happens. That was a moon before. Nimblepaw was going to be Nimble Speckle. We were probably going to rename that. Hairpaw probably left to go to Hornet Clan, gonna be honest. Would have been Hair Swirl. I don't know if we like Hair Swirl or Hair Falcon because of the whole Falcon thing in Hornet Clan. We'll figure it out. Firepaw would have been Fire Eagle, which, by the way, jeez. Shatterblaze is overwhelmed after meeting so many starry cats. Euroreed, Jagged Stripe, Hawkflip. That's so many. Don't want to talk to Falcon Form. Okay. That's so many cats. Does Pigeon have anything interesting to say? You're sharing fresh kill of Fierce Claw. Okay. Guststream lost all of his kids and his mate. Well, that's upsetting. Frecklestar is debating swimming to cool down. I mean, there was a fire. Wait a minute. Didn't J-Clan, like, go to talk to ViperClan, like, the next moon after the fire, or, like, shortly after the fire? Or, like, something like that? Moffjoy spent a long time grooming Hairpaw's fur for their vigil. They did. Gullheart is checking up on the warriors. Tunnelpaw almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Sagittance is wondering what the inside of a two-leg den looks like. Let's mediate something. Let me mark off anyone who's dead off this list I had. There is a lot of things I am marking off that we no longer have to carry about because people died. That's depressing. Okay. So let's do Moth and Cobalt. Thank you. Gorse Glare's Mourning Jagged Stripe. Let's do Verbena and Rosie. Thank you. I think that's at the point where we no longer have to, like, care about it that much. At least on this one. Bonefade is in denial of Hairpaw's death despite the ongoing vigil. I mean, Hairpaw seems to have escaped, so. Gorse and Rosie. Okay. I misread that as Jiggle Stripe. Look, I'm going through it, okay? Cliff Creek is looking forward to today, guys. Verbena and Gust. Thank you. I think the hawk flip thing might have been a false alarm, but I'm not completely sure. Also adds in about 1 minute. Lavender Watcher thinks that Cinderpaw needs to work on her stalking technique. Verbena Claw is out on a walk. Fallen Newt was seen crying in her nest after Hawk Flip's vigil. I'm depressed. Tree Fang wishes she could take the day off. Cobalt Field can't get anything done with this heat. Guststream defensively states that he doesn't need any comfort about Firepaw's death. Stoneshell was seen crying in her nest after Shatterblaze's vigil. Slateclaw guards camp. Sparrow Dance stayed the longest at Nimblepaw's vigil. Cliff is probably in denial, yeah. Rosie Spike knows that Mothra would make a great leader. Batnettle is grateful to Gullheart for her treatment. There's ads right now. I'm going to hydrate before I dehydrate. Quill Spider is asking Lynx Gorse an important question. Whiskcloud knows that Crowkit will make a great clanmate someday. Snapdragon Spark pictures a glorious war breaking out. Don't do that right now, dude! That's not glorious. Lynx Gorse daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Whisper Swoop told a fond story at Shatterblaze's vigil. Inkpaw plays a prank on Fire while Fire is dead now. Cinderpaw daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Furzpaw plays a prank on Violet Kit. Ganderpaw will never forget Nimblepaw. Wow, they are, like, not... they didn't generate any statuses for Nimblepaw. Adderpaw is grooming. Chirtpaw missed a catch and is still sulking. Shadedpaw missed a catch and is also sulking. Salamanderpaw refuses to follow his mentor's recent orders due to his own morals. Also just got apprenticed. You are righteous, a lover of stories. You're ambitious, you're oddly observant. You're finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. You have a good day today and actually feels confident. You're insecure. You're a careful listener and oddly observant. Aw, insecure to Stoneshell, that's kind of cute. Crowpaw is playing a prank on Verbena Claw. Torndance frets that a fox might break into the Elder's Den, knowing this year, probably. Palefeather is proud to be a ViperClan elder. Basil enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Well, let's do our new apprentices. Crowpaw out with Treefang. Hello, Thunderpath. We cross it, we hunt. Thank you. Rainpaw out with Stoneshell. Are we gonna poison the clan? Stoneshell stops the patrol from catching the rabbit and takes the opportunity to teach them about illnesses that can pass from prey to cat. Thank you, Stoneshell. Thank you. We're like almost halfway. We're like 5 moons or something into the clan. Violet Paw can go out with Whisper. Hello, J-Clan. Lost J-Clan apprentice. Guides them home. Salamander Paw and Rosy Spike. Old Badger set. We put some grasses and shrubs in the mouth of the set. Hey Colby, are you playing with my wet clothes from when I was in the rain earlier? Hey dude. You want to say hi to stream? Hi Colby. Oh, he ran from me. I went to pet him and he decided no. Cobalt Field can go out of Shaded Paw. Going hunting. Good job. Everything happened in ViperClan. That's just the answer to everyone that joins. Everything happened. I'm gonna antagonize just because it's funny. And I want something funny. The patrol is frustrated by this seemingly permanent proof of two-leg on their territory, and takes some time to thoroughly and aggressively mark the area. There, that will show the two-leg whose land this is. There you go, anyone who hasn't seen that before. Enjoy that, I guess. They deserve it. It's fine. Wisp Cloud can go out with Ganderpaw. Ganderpaw seems preoccupied. Having a hard time sleeping, her dreams are filled with shadows and images. Ganderpaw isn't a kit anymore, and though Whiskcloud tries to be gentle about it, she makes it clear that it's Ganderpaw's responsibility to make sure she's well rested. Ooh boy. I can hear Cujo walking around upstairs because I can hear the little sounds of dog nails on the on the wood. Stop! I get the reference. Frecklestar has come to make an announcement. I can't quote it because that's highly inappropriate, but I get the Eggman reference. Cinderpaw can go out with Quill Spider and Adderpaw. Let's see. Quill Spider leads the patrol towards the borders, wanting to test the apprentices on identifying J-Clan scent, but for some reason, the walk seems to be taking longer than usual. Quill Spider keeps hearing odd yelps and grunts from behind her. Tries to ignore what's clearly an apprentice nonsense up until there's a rather painful yelp. Cinderpaw has encountered something sharp in the puddle Adderpaw shoved her into. Apprentices. The leader is going to hear exactly what cats caused this patrol to fail. Well then, Cinderpaw got a sprain. Mothjoy can go with Inkpaw. And Gustream. 2 kids from Hornet Clan. I don't think Hornet Clan had kits. I'm just gonna not proceed because I don't think they had any. Unless I'm like misremembering, I do not think Hornet Clan had any kits. At this point in time, at least. Unless I just forgot something. They did not. Thank you. I was like 90% sure they didn't. Fallen Newt can go with Chirpaw and Slateclaw. Chirpaw don't. Thank you. Unsure but remembering the nursery tales of red deathberries, Chirpaw avoids them. Gullheart and Tunnelpaw. Ooh, dream. Gullheart shakes his head, telling Tunnelpaw that his dream is just a dream. That's something interesting to say right after a fire. Someone said to check the Dark Forest. Again, there's a lot of cats in the Dark Forest that probably shouldn't be in the Dark Forest right now. We're gonna be, adjusting it later. Moral Branch is scheming. Cleaning a wound. Yowling her woes. Picked up Fear Scent. Found a living cat that hopefully will help her plans come to fruition. Oh boy. Anyway. No births or deaths! That's a miracle, considering how this year is going. Frecklestar has white cough. I swear if that's what takes him out. Palefeather has white cough. Verbanaclaw's shock is gone, recovered from heat exhaustion. Gullheart's stomachache is left. Batnettle has recovered from heat exhaustion, and then was attacked by rats. Inkpaw is named Inkclaw, honored for her wisdom. Tunnelpaw ran and hurt his paws, and Shadedpaw got white cough. Relatively safe moon. There's a couple sick people, but you know. Also, yeah, trial for Inkclaw. Frecklestar wonders if it's too late to become a mediator. Mothjoy is hoping for a break. Gullheart hopes for a message from StarClan. Well, you might have got one, but you kind of ignored it. You're drinking water from a stream. Sedge Dance pounced on a stray leaf with satisfaction. Let's see. Let us mediate. That's not the cat I wanted to click on. Let's try to get rid of that. Didn't really go down. Gorse Glare thought he saw a cat, but it's just a 2-legged object that looked like one. Let's try to get this down. Again, didn't really go down. Also, yeah, Gorse Loaf. You're leaping into fallen leaves. This is just a bunch of verbena. A bunch of verbena mediating. That's good. Cliff Creek leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Look, the mediators just need some happiness, okay? That was kind of fixed. Wrong cat. I will have that Clippy PFP until I stop being lazy and make a new PFP. I want to draw one, I'm just lazy. Lavender Watcher tries to set a good example. Verbena Claw's glad it's not so hot out anymore. Fallen Newt seems to be plotting something. Well, Fallen Newt is plotting. Sherry Fang saw some wandering two legs. Cobalt Field is playing a prank on Quill Spider. Gust Dream is crushing leaves. Sunshell thinks every little tickle on her fur is a spider. Relatable. Slate Claw isn't afraid of anything. Sparrow Dance brags about how great a hunter she is. Rosie Spike is spending time with Torn Dance. Batnettle leaps into fallen leaves. Quill Spider, don't do that. Don't draw blood during battle training and say it was an accident. Wispcloud saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. I don't really know who to do for shipping patrols, because normally I check that ahead of time. But the only ship I really wrote down was Hawk and Jagged, and Hawk's dead. So, you know. I kind of don't really want to spend the time looking at everyone, because I kind of want to finish this before I gotta feed everyone. Was Quill not always bloodthirsty? That's not good. And Jagged is dead too. Nice chat with a cat from another clan. Wonders if she would be better as a mediator. I think you had that last time. Again, this status in particular, I don't really read too much into it because it just pops up all the time with the skilled mediator skill. Whisper Swoop is sitting quietly on the far side of camp. Inkclaw is debating conflicting belief with a clanmate. Interesting. You are named at 11 moons old. You're gonna have to be going to do your trial. Cinderpaw took a nap on the edge of a high rock. Pick a better spot. Furzpaw saw Two-Leg Kit playing with dog. Ganderpaw just can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill pile. Adderpaw saw a big scary dog. That scares me, by the way. Chirtpaw wishes he had wings to catch birds easier. Shaded Paw listened to Cobalt Field's advice. Salamander Paw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Whisper Swoop for help. Cute. Violet Paw plays a prank on Crow Paw. Rainpaw is grateful to Gorsglare for his mediation. Crowpaw is waiting for Salamander Paw to return to camp. Torn Dance got startled by a squirrel. That wasn't the end of them. Palefeather is lecturing younger cats on the warrior code. Basil is asking apprentices to help check for ticks. Okay, now it's patrol time. Inkclaw, you need to do your trial. Didn't die, which means caught the snake, came back to camp, got the tongue split, and is fine. Cobalt Field can go with Quill Spider. Rabbit, large amount of prey. Salamander solo since Crow was waiting on them to come back to camp. That was happening. I don't really see that. Okay. Let's do a solo salamander then. Narrowly misses the mouse. That's all salamander did. Chirtpaw can go with Slate Claw and Adderpaw. Hello, prairie dog. We catch it. Ganderpaw can go out with Whisk Cloud. Can you be nicer? Hello, fox. Kit fox. It sets off at full speed. It's not worth following them over a single mouse. First paw can go out with Mothjoy and Rosy Spike. Hello, mouse. Rosy Spike gets it. Verbena Claw, follow Newt. Hello, rogues. We descend into battle without a second thought, eventually driving the rogues away. If this... Hi, Microwave, Loud, and Gill. Sorry, I don't think this is Hornet Clan, but it might be some ex-members, or it's just random rogues, but let's go check out what they look like. Microwave, a bold 47-moon-old rogue, keen eye, helpful insight. She's a girl. Loud, only 12 moons old, righteous, natural intuition, learner of lore. And Gil, 115-moon-old girl, charismatic, masterful storyteller, valuable insight. Also, hi, Zuba. Sleeping in a loaf position on the bed. Okay. I don't know if anyone told you about Hawk yet. Stoneshell, let's send you out with Rainpaw. Large rat. We catch the rat. Tree Fang and Crowpaw. Chances. Sometimes the best thing of all is just to help an apprentice get the chance to feel equal to the warrior. Just like everyone else. Love that. Micropaw, from this moment on, you will be known as Microwave. Whisper Swoop can go out with Violet Paw. Hello, J-Clan Scent. Cerberus is back. Violet Paw died. That's depressing. Begging StarClan to send her back. She was only 7 moons old. Would have been Violet Claw. Looks like there's a lot of claws lately. Just join the medicine cats, it's fine. Gather fresh marigold. We get a bunch of marigold. Seems like Goal is doing a lot better, despite the tragedy. Hello, Timeskip. Births and oh. Frecklestar was killed by White Cough. The leader has 4 lives left. Also lost a life to old age, has 3 lives left. Sparadance is no longer grieving. Batnettle died from a rat bite. Great. Okay. I'm sad. Everyone's dying. Cliff Creek is solving some recent herb gathering disputes with Galaxy Clan. Stone Shells are running nose. Cinderpaw is no longer sprained. Cinder Lamb is named, honoring her dignity. Tunnelpaw's pads are no longer cracked. The loss of Batnettle gives Mothjoy the flutters of anxiety and pangs of sorrow that only she was able to soothe. Man... Frecklestar has been thinking of the cat who gave him the lives he just lost, down to free. Mothjoy sticks his tongue out at a mouse that escaped his pounce. Gullheart is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Tunnelpaw has their adult sprite, is crushing leaves under his paws. Sedge Dance is eavesdropping on Crowpaw. Let me check if Crowpaw has any particular things we can mediate. You're pulling a prank on Furzpaw. Maybe we should mediate you and Furzpaw. Let's see. I'm not seeing any particular dislike, so let me just mediate you and Furzpaw. Get you guys to be better friends. There we go. Gorskler is fetching Salamander Paw for another cat that was looking for him. Again, let me check out Salamander Paw. You don't like Whisper Swoop. Maybe we should fix that. Let's mediate. You're daydreaming about having a mate and kits someday. Stop that. Every time cats get that status, they die. And it stresses me out. I'ma gear up and take you down. Bonefade feels exhausted from resolving petty arguments. Can you get Moth and Cobalt to not, like, can you get rid of that? Thank you. You're eavesdropping on Cinderpaw, now Cinderlamb, also gonna have to do a trial. Hello? You don't like Rainpaw. Or Bonefade. Let's mediate Rainpaw. There we go. That helped a lot. Lavender Watcher is hiding his tears as he comforts the others about Violet Paw's passing. Verbena Claw is watching cats come and go from camp. Fallen Newt is watching the sky for rain. Rain would probably be helpful. Treefang is glad it's not so hot out. Cobalt Field is caught in a sudden downpour. Well, there's the rain. There's the rain, guys. Gust Dream is hissing in frustration. Stoneshell got scared by a mouse when hunting. Slate Claw is worried about the lack of prey in Leaf Bear. Sparrow Dance wants to critique Stoneshell's fighting techniques. You know, something I forgot to add into the game is that I'm pretty sure Cliff Creek had a crush on Sparrow Dance when I checked. Like, on the Galaxy Clan side. And I think I was gonna edit that back in, but I never did. Like, obviously horrible timing right now. I'm just bringing it up because it existed. Rosie Spike needs a bit of time alone today. I'm gonna send out Rosie alone before I forget. Hello. Hello, Moss Clan sent. Don't get killed by a dog. I just told you don't get killed by a dog. Oh my god. This patrol is evil. While I'm here, let's rip the band-aid. You need to do your trial. Didn't die, that means caught the snake, came back, got the full name. Well, now you're grieving. I don't know if you were grieving before because Rosie Spike just died. Helping around camp in between her duties. Thought she saw a cat, turns out it's just a two-leg object. Wonders if he would be better as a mediator. Wants the train, doesn't want to go on dusk patrol. Inkclaw worries about the lack of prey. Cinderlamb not looking forward to sparse hunting. Furzpaw, same. Ganderpaw is having a hard day. Adderpaw catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Also not looking forward to sparse hunting. Practices his highest jump. Again, that status scares me. Rainpaw's had a good day today and actually feels confident. Crowpaw plays a prank on Furzpaw. Torndance feels too stiff to leave her nest today. I hear Cujo barking. Palefeather is giving the clan leader attitude. Frecklestar just lost 2 lives. Give him a little bit of slack. And Basil is remembering why she left her old clan. Okay then. It's so many cats. Salamander Paw, go out with Verbena Claw. Let's bring along Furzpaw and Freckle because you're hanging out together. Spring in their steps. Not only does Frecklestar personally catch a terrifying amount of prey, but he offers up support to everyone else to do the same. Gustream, Chirppaw, Slateclaw. Hello, Squirrel. Narrowly misses the squirrel. Stoneshell, Rainpaw. Scent of Mouse. Rainpaw gets it. Good job. Rainpaw and Stoneshell seem to just be vibing whenever we send them out. They just hunt. Whisper Swoop, Inkclaw, and Crowpaw, along with Treefang. Don't. Thank you. Inkclaw purrs the Whisper Swoop, keeping him calm as the patrol carefully digs down to him. Blinks up to her, holding on to her presence in the scary situation. Fallen Newt, I'm gonna send you out alone because you're a little suspicious recently. Think about a dream, possibly from StarClan? Distracts her from training, but Fallen Newt uses the time by herself to put some thoughts in order. It was a sign from her ancestors, now she needs to figure out what to do next. Sparrow Dance can go out with Whiskcloud and Ganderpaw. And Adderpaw. Again, I don't think they have kits at this point, so I'm just going to ignore that. Gullheart can go out with Tunnelpaw. Value this rare herb for treating yellow cough. Adds at about 1 minute. Lungwort was gathered. Night falls and still Gullheart insists that they keep going. Lungwort is the only reliable cure for yellow cough. Exhausted but determined, the medicine cat persists patiently until they find the precious speckled leaves. Timeskip. Palefeather's white cough is gone. Sedgedance travels the Galaxy Clan to resolve some recent hunting disputes. I'm hoping that the births and deaths is just Rosie. Bonefade has gotten white cough. Sparrow Dance will always love Birdtooth, but decided to move on. Lynx Gorse is no longer grieving. Mothjoy gave Lynx Gorse some yellow flower bulbs. That's cute. Cliff Creek was attacked by rats. Managed to fight them off by himself. Ganderpaw is named Gandershade in honor of her skill. I think there's ads right now, so I'm going to hydrate before I dehydrate. I'm scared to scroll down. We're about halfway, so I'm hopeful it's just Rosie. Salamander Paw's a running nose. Yep, it's just Rosie. Cobalt Field avoids Rosie Spike's vigil. The sight of her slumped body is more than he can take. Quill Spider closes her eyes and tries to picture Rosie Spike as she was in life, happy and healthy. In the dead of night, she wails into the vast sky, unable to fathom StarClan's cruelty. Okay, it was just Rosie. still dreaming of one day discovering something new and exciting. Has your life not been exciting enough? You're eavesdropping on Whisper Swoop. I guess reading lips is a type of eavesdropping. Because I don't think you can actually eavesdrop. Goldheart saw a two-legged object that looked like a cat. Tunnelpaw doesn't think twice before correcting a clanmate on something minor. You're probably getting your full name next moon. Sedge Dance has been distracting her fellow clanmates lately. Man, I don't even know who to, like... Hi. Thank you. Pulling a prank on Adderpaw. I don't know what would count as a prank. I'm just gonna do one more random and just mediate that. There we go. Prank, we put you in therapy. Bonefade felt bad about stepping on a bug. Cliff Creek is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Does Gorse have any more of high dislikes? Let's mediate that. There we go. Lavender Watcher sharpens his claws. Verbena Claw's glad it's not so hot out. Fallen Newt is sharing tongues of Whisk Cloud. Treefang saw a kitty pet with fluffy fur. Cobalt Field regrets not eating the bird on the fresh kill pile. Gustream is batting at his tail. Stoneshell feels like there are ants pricking her pelt. Again, relatable. Slateclaw wants to go on patrol. Sparrow Dance sharpens her claws. Quill Spider doesn't want to go on dusk patrol. Whisk Cloud takes over a patrol that she wasn't assigned to lead. Snapdragon Spark is exhausted after patrol. Lynx Gorse takes Salamander Paw's place in Dawn Patrol so he can sleep in a bit. Look at the pretty flower. It goes so well with her eyes. That, like, goes perfectly with her eyes. Whisper Swoop had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Inkclaw is cleaning the clearing of fallen leaves. Stoneshell's parent is Snipcloud, so that Snipcloud is the parent of Cliff Creek 2, so that they can be related to the Freckle Star line, because they should be, and that was the easiest way to do it. Cinder Lamb cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Gandershade needs to go on a trial. Wants to critique Cinder Lamb's fine techniques. You're vengeful and a good climber. Let's do that before I forget. Didn't die, that means you caught the snake, got your tongue split, and you are a full warrior. It does not interfere with Cobalt Field being his mate because Cobalt Field is not related to Snipcloud. Cobalt Field is the child of Silvally and Rookwhisker. First Paw's wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Adderpaw still needs Rosy Spike even though they're gone. The prank was surprise therapy. Surprise therapy because your mom died. Chirp Paw arranged the flowers for Rosy Spike's vigil. Shaded Paw is hiding his tears as he comforts the others about Rosy Spike's passing. Salamander Paw is looking forward to the next gathering. Rain Paw wonders if Quill Spider was a good apprentice. Crow Paw catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Torn Dance helps reinforce the nursery. Pale Feather wonders why StarClan had to take Rosy Spike so soon, and Basil is giving advice to younger cats. Well then. Cinder Lamb, let's send you out with Rainpaw and Stoneshell. Scent of a mouse. Narrowly miss it. Again? The only thing they do is hunt. Slateclaw can go out with Fallen Newt. Red fox. We chase off the fox and steal its food. Tree Fang, Crowpaw. We're not taking kitty pets. Whisper Swoop can go out with Whisk Cloud. Whisper Swoop admits that he thinks he had a vision. Notices Whisk Cloud looking at him enviously and withdraws from the rest of the patrol, dismissing the dream as unimportant. Oh boy. First Paw can go out with Freckle Star. We won't antagonize this time, but it was funny. Sparrow Dance can go out with Chirp Paw and Salamander Paw and Verbena Claw. Hello, large dog. Salamander Paw selflessly throws himself into the fight, and every time the dog tries to grab at his clanmates, he's there with claws, fur puffed out twice his normal size, the Salamander Paw defending them. The patrol drives the dog off, yowling triumphantly. That's, oh, baby. Dog trauma is real. Be careful, little dude. Like, good job, but be careful. Inkclaw can go out with Adderpaw and Lynx Course. Adderpaw asks Lynx Course how to talk to cats from other clans. There's a difference between being careful and being rude. We can always talk about favorite prey, the health of the elders, or birth of new kits, but to be careful that if the cat he's talking to is worth anything, they'll accept that Adderpaw can't talk about something with grace and understanding. Not snappiness and gibes. You ask if one of Salamander's family members died from a dog. I'm just gonna... So, you know, there's that. Yeah, and Violet. Gust Dream, let's send you out. Hello, overwhelmed trying to train. With a shake of his pelt, he brushes the feeling off. Isn't gonna let a few nerves get in the way of a good solo training session. Tunnelpaw and Gullheart. We're looking for Daisy. Nice lesson. It really seems like Gullheart and Tunnelpaw are just kind of doing the motions, but they haven't really seemed to have too many, like, at least not that I can think of. They haven't really had, like, any butting heads moments or something bad. Anyway. No births or deaths. Fallen Newt was attacked by rats. Cobalt Field has nightmares as he grieves. Torn Dance is no longer grieving. Basil is sore from long distances. Cliff Creek's torn ear has healed. Frecklestar rests his muzzle on Fur's Chaser's head and declares her to be a full warrior of ViperClan. Tunnelpaw has been named Tunnel Creek and is honored a full medicine cat. Adderpaw has White Cough and Shaded Paw recovered from White Cough. Yeah, I don't think anyone died that last moon. Let's go. That shouldn't be an achievement. Frecklestar is considering bending the rules a little bit. Oh boy. Frecklestar is 180 moons old now. Mothjoy saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Gullheart is puffing his chest out. Tunnel Creek is checking up on the warriors. You're a great hunter, a good healer, and you're confident. Sedge Dance is craving the taste of mouse. Gorseglare is looking up, watching the clouds roll by. Bonefade is in awe of Tunnelpaw's growth as a medicine cat apprentice. Cliff Creek thinks that he's the smartest cat in clan. Lavender Watcher wants to compliment Cinderlamb's fighting techniques. Verbena Claw tries to set a good example. Fallen Newt saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Tree Fang can't wait for New Leaf. Muted for a second because I sneezed. Cobalt Field tried to set a good example for younger cats. Guststream is wondering if Crowpaw will be chosen for the next gathering. Stonechill has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. Slateclaw is challenging a clanmate to a friendly spar. Sparrow Dance is telling Torn Dance a story. The dances. Quill Spider is feeling excited. Whiskcloud pounds on some movement under the snow like a fox. Snapdragon Spark wants to critique Inkclaw's fighting techniques. Lynx Gorse wonders if she will be better as a mediator. Again, I don't like how much the status pops up. Whisper Swoop is watching the sky for hawks. Inkclaw is asking Gorseglare an important question. Cinderlamb wants to get to know Gandershade better. Gandershade is humming a tune she heard near a two-leg place. First Chaser is staring off into space. You're lonesome, you have omen sight, and you're a good kid sitter. You have to do your trial, though, so I'm a little concerned. Didn't die? That's an adorable art. Didn't die, caught your snake, came back to camp, got your split tongue. Good job. Adderpaw is having a nice conversation with the Cat's Garden camp. Chirppaw is thinking about how cool it will be when he's a warrior. Shaded Paw wonders what Pale Freckle is up to. Pale Feather. I can read. Salamander Paw slipped on some ice. Rainpaw can't keep up with Fur's Chaser. Crowpaw is in awe of Sedge Dance's conflict resolution skills. Torn Dance frets that a fox might break into the Elder's Den again. Palefeather can't stand the cold, and Basil is enjoying the sounds of nature. And patrol time. Frecklestar. Should we tempt fate with a solo? He wanted to do something adventurous last moon. I'm gonna hydrate. Immediately I just see 2 yeses. Tempt it. Fine. Yes. Okay. Well then. Lost a life. Does his best to hang on and wait for patrol, but he succumbs to his injuries and drifts to StarClan alone. Down to 2, I think. That's sad. Rainpaw can get with Stoneshell. Again, they always hunt. We catch the bird. Good job. Shaded Paw can get with Cinderlamb and Sparrow Dance. Shaded Paw thinks he had a vision. Sparrow Dance takes Shaded Paw aside, giving him the full benefits of her seniority and experience as they discuss his vision. I will point out that Shaded Paw has a Dark Forest connection. Crowpaw, Treefang. Hello, Bison. Crowpaw has his view blocked by the long grass and flat ground, but the rumble he feels through his paw pads, the footsteps, the bellows so loud they can be felt through the ground, it all stresses just how huge the Thunder Beasts are. Lynx Gorse can go with Wisp Cloud and Whisper Swoop. Suspicious Paw Prints. The paw print smell of ViperClan. Someone must have wandered through here. Gandershade, Slateclaw, and Chirppaw. Hello, Moss Clan. Nice conversation. Guststream, Fallen Newt, and Salamander Paw, along with Vervanaclaw. We're setting out, bringing out anything for the fresh kill pile. Despite the snow, we hunt successfully. Inkclaw. Ground squirrel. We flushed the squirrel out. It works. It's chittering and angry, but disoriented enough to make for an easy kill. Shatterblaze died in a fire that killed like a ton of cats. Tunnel Creek can get with Gullheart. Another dream. This time it's Gullheart telling Tunnel Creek. Tunnel Creek promises Gullheart that he'll make sure to look deeper into this matter and that Gullheart doesn't need to worry. See how Tunnel Creek pays attention to the dreams and is like, okay, I'll pay attention. Anyway, Timeskip. No births or deaths. Sedgedance travels to Galaxy Clan to resolve some recent personal disputes. Lavender Watcher is no longer grieving. Will always love Flipstripe but decided to move on. Falnoot's pelt is no longer torn. Treefang has a stomach ache. Gullheart has yellow cough. Slateclaw has white cough. Snapdragon Spark is no longer grieving, but he got yellow cough. Basil feels better. Stoneshell no longer has a running nose. Inkclaw has gotten green cough. Chirp Spot has been named, honoring his wit. Salamander Paw has a running nose. Salamander Tail has become a new warrior. And Rainmane is a new warrior as well, honoring his stealth. Also, Insight... Wait, okay. Relatively normal moon. Yes, Cliff has kits on. We can look at Microwave. I just don't want to, like, derail it too much, you know? Just showing off her scars to Gil. Her scars that she doesn't have. And Gil was almost found by a ViperClan patrol. Frecklestar imagines riding a log down a rushing river. Mothjoy's having a nice conversation with the Cat's Garden camp. Gullheart took a nap. Woke up under snow. Tunnel Creek is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them to not end up like Gullheart. Sedgedance is tossing moss balls around. Gorseclair is cleaning the clearing of snow. Bonefade is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Cliff Creek is wondering if Star Clan is watching over cats outside the clans. Lavender Watcher tries to set a good example for younger cats. For Vanaclaw is startled by a fluttering bird. I still have one extra. Let me live my lives. Falnoot wishes she could take the day off. Treefang is asking Slateclaw an important question. I will point out, by the way, not to celebrate someone being a widow now, but, maybe one of these can happen now. or you know that. Kit Kat, be nice. Kit Kat. I might have to break up a cat fight. Kit Kat seems to have decided that she doesn't like that Pippi is in her space, even though Pippi has been laying there for like the past hour. Cobalt Field is giving some advice to Snapdragon Spark. Gustream wishes it was easier to talk to his clanmates. Stoneshell tries to set a good example. Slateclaw defended a clanmate in an argument. Sparrowdance is cleaning the clearing of snow. Quill Spider is finding Falnoot annoying. Whiskcloud wants to go hunt. Snapdragon Spark wishes he had wings so he could catch birds easier. Lynx Gorse is wondering if there are clans other than the ones in the area. Whisper Swoop wants to train. Yeah, Pippi's just getting bullied. It's okay. I think they're fine now. Inkclaw brought Gullheart an herb to identify. Cinderlamb is stretching out. Gandershade can't stand this cold. Furs Chaser is sitting quietly on the far side of camp. Chirp Spot is, can't wait for New Leaf. You are a careful, good storyteller. We're gonna have to do your trial. And Salamander Tail got named at 11 moons old, probably after that that thing with the dog that he did. He's a righteous, great storyteller. Almost got lost in her two-leg nest. Let's go do their trials before I forget. Don't. Okay, good. It's not necessarily canon what happened there, but that means didn't die, caught the snake, came back. Good job. Yeah, Whisper is a guy. Chirp Spot can go out, didn't die. That means caught the snake, and we're good. Also, Rain Mane needs to go out too. Funny name, by the way. Insecure, helpful insight, and natural intuition. Taking a nap in Crowpaw's nest, that's cute. Hello, Rain Mane. Didn't die, caught the snake. Good job, guys. Adderpaw is watching and learning from Verbena Claw. Shaded Paw is careful not to stand under the branches with snow on them. Crowpaw saw a two-legged kit playing with a kitty pet. Torn Dance is finding Cobalt Field annoying. Tailfeather got startled by a squirrel. Basil is listening to stories about Stormpaw, sad. And now on to the rest of the patrols. So, Fallen Newt, let's send you out with your dad. Hello, Galaxy Clan? Well then, the patrol was standoffish and cold. Verbena Claw, let's send you out with Treefang and Crowpaw. Sky's their scent. Can't think of anything, but the hunt goes well regardless. Cinderlamb, let's send you out with Guststream and Shaded Paw. Goes hunting. Shaded Paw tries to show off, but it screws up the coordination of the entire patrol. Wonderful. Great job, Shaded Paw. Whisk Cloud can go out. Let's send you out alone. Ooh, Dream possibly from StarClan. Distracts her from training, but she uses the time to put her thoughts in order. Whisper Swoop can go out with Gander Shade and Stone Shell. Practice teamwork. Maybe the exercises they practice aren't revolutionary or new to any cat, but maybe that doesn't matter. Sometimes it's nice to be reminded of the shared knowledge and competence of your fellow warriors. Sparrow Dance, Lavender Watcher, Lynx Course. First Chaser, so you're not alone. Kit Fox. Sparrow Dance takes candy from a baby again. And Tunnel Creek. Can't say it's fun swiping away snow to scrounge for stems and roots and wilted dandelions, but it's possible. Good job, Tunnel Creek. Happy to inspire you. No births or deaths. Gorska went on a long walk this morning deep in thought. Mothjoy is no longer grieving. Bonefade no longer has white cough. Treefang no longer has a stomach ache. Cobalt Field's constant nightmares have calmed. Well, I guess it's not going to be Fallen Newt and Guststream. Rejected Guststream. Adderpaw's white cough is gone. Rainmane has green cough. Crowpaw has been named Crow Hollow and is celebrated for his reliability. Kit Kat, don't eat my sketchbook. Kit Kat, why are you getting into trouble right now? Baby. Do I need to take the sketchbook from you? Kit Kat. Okay. What did we just look at? Are we needing to look at everyone right now? Is that what we're doing? Frecklestar is exhausted after patrol. Mothjoy crashes through the bushes and ruins the clanmate's hunt. Goldheart is building a fellow clanmate's confidence. Tunnel Creek is giving some advice to Shaded Paw. Sedge Dance saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Hi, Kit Kat. Oh yeah, we'll do trials. Sedge Dance saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Gorse Glare also seeing a kitty pet rolling around a two-legged garden. Big scary dog. I'm scared of them. Chats of Goldheart about what it's like to be a medicine cat. Lavender Watcher helps reinforce the nursery walls. Verbena Claw is complaining about an itch they can't quite reach. Fallen Newt is thinking about her life choices. Is it about rejecting Gust Dream? Treefang can't find Crowpaw anywhere. I hope that's not an omen. Cobalt Field tries to set a good example. Gust Dream is hoping Torn Dance will tell him a new story. Sunshell pounds on some movement under the snow like a fox. Slate Claw wants to critique Stoneshell's fighting techniques. Sparrow Dance brags about her latest exploits to any cat that will listen. Quill Spider got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy about it. Whiskcloud is thanking Bonefade for what he does for the clan. Snapdragon Spark reminisces with Quill Spider about when they were kits. Lynx Gorse wonders what she would be better as a mediator again. Whisper Swoop doesn't want to go on Dusk Patrol. Inkclaw wonders what Sedge Dance is up to. Cinderlamb has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. I mean, I can mediate Gust and Fallen. Just give them a chance. See if maybe it's just a case of Fallen needed some time to think about it, but let's see. There we go. Wants to take the day off. Wants to work hard to impress Gandershade. That's cute. Double checks his nest for burrs. Sneezes when a snowflake landed on his nose. Rainmane picking the burrs from his pelt. What do you look like? Pretty. Crow Hollow pounced on some movement under the snow like a fox. You're going to have to do your trial. You're loyal and a renowned hunter. Adderpaw is pretending to be busy. Shaded Paw is fetching Quill Spider for another cat. Torn Dance was singing about a strange two-legged object. Pale Feathers saw a yappy little dog. And Basil is embarrassed after getting a taste of her own bitter herbs. Serves her right. So, to trial time. Didn't die, that means you caught the snake, and you're fine. I kind of want to do a funny. We're going hunting. A storm descends. They're forced to cuddle. Adds in about 1 minute. Adderpaw can go out with Shaded Paw and Cobalt Field. Feeling doubtful. Camp maintenance is never a glamorous topic. Adderpaw tries to derail Cobalt Field and switch to fighting training instead, but Cobalt Field asks, quick as an unsheathed claw, what's more important, the nursery or the warrior protecting it? The nursery, obviously, so Adderpaw nods, sits his rump down, and listens to Cobalt Field explain how one helps weatherproof a kitten's den. Please adopt next moon, because that would be a good setup. We got 1 moon after this. Gandershade, Stoneshell, and Cinderlamb. Don't. Thank you. We can send up Freckle and Moth. I think there's ads right now. Large dog. When the patrol comes upon the dog, it leaps for Mothjoy. He responds on sheer instinct, which is to say he barks right back in the dog's face. The dog falters in its attack just for a moment, but that fraction of a heartbeat allows the patrol to get the upper paw and drive off the dog. Frecklestar is amazed by Mothjoy's unconventional technique. Thank you, Mothjoy. You know, I'm gonna send out Tunnel and see if he finds, babies or not. Nope. Gets moss. Salamander Tail can go out with Lynx Gorse. We're going hunting. Good job. Let's do a big patrol. Trip Spot, Lavender Watcher, Whisper Swoop, Tree Fang, Wisp Cloud, and Verbena Claw. Rare to get the chance to have a full training patrol of warriors. Verbena Claw doesn't much care for what the patrol does, but they're keen to use the opportunity for a slightly different aim. As they all train, Verbena Claw casually checks in with their fellow warriors about how happy they are with ViperClan's leadership, and if they think the clan is going in the right direction. Uh-oh. Are you stirring some stuff? Perhaps? Furs and Sparrow. I'll do a solo next moon. Yeah. Don't. Thank you. Thank you for saving Furs. Last Timeskip. I see births and deaths. Oh, it wasn't, oh my god. Okay, so Bonefade and Mothjoy have babies, 4 of them. Gust Dream moved on from Yarrow Reed. Torndance confessed her feelings to Frecklestar and they have become mates. Slateclaw's white cough is gone. Quill Spider is no longer grieving. Moved on from Rosy Spike. Cliff Creek got attacked by rats, but fought them off. Inkclaw died. That's... They have new babies. Rest in peace, Inkclaw. That's depressing. Salamander Tail dislocated a joint. Bonefade is grieving. It swells up to swallow him. That's not good. I'm gonna start from the end of the... I want to start at the baby... Horse Kit! Someone on Patreon has been begging for a horse kit. Okay, Night Kit. Horse Kit, who is either all white or a point. I think you're just all white. All white and blue eyes. Minnow Kits now goes up to... Oh, there's a Minnow Kit. We should probably rename Minnow Kit. Any suggestions for Minnow Kit? Let me check full name for Minnow Kit. That's a full name. It would not go well with Minnow, so it's a good thing we're changing Minnow Kit. Fish names, I'm gonna be honest, are not gonna fit well with Minnow's full name. Also, yeah, Loud Kit will rename. Let's see. Let's make a poll. Give me a second. Peter, the horse is here. I feel like one of these might end up making, like, a thing that exists, like, in Warriors canon. Let's just, Let's do these ones. It's fine. And then Loud Kit, who we're also gonna rename. Who was Chive? Okay, Chive was an all-white cat, so Chive, most likely the kits that are white are just gonna be white. But we're gonna rename Loud's too, so let me double check Loud's name. We're renaming Loud because if you're not in the Discord, there is a new kit named Loud Kit in Galaxy Clan. No, Loud can keep the name Loud, it's fine. I don't care that there's a double that fits too well. The full name fits too well. It's okay. Loud can stay loud, Kit. Basil saw a two-leg Kit playing with a kitty pet. Also, looks like Vanilla is winning, so I'm just gonna end that. Loving all of your suggestions. like your guesses, I mean. Pale Feather is soaking in New Leaf warmth. Torn Dance can't find Cobalt Field anywhere. Shaded Paw wonders if Slate Claw was a good apprentice. You're still an apprentice. And you're arrogant now. I don't think you were that before. So are you. You're still an apprentice. Saw a kitty pet with no fur. Crow Hollow is thinking about a strange two-legged object he saw. Rain Mane is sharing tongues of horse Kit. Salamander Tail saw a yappy little dog. Terp Spot is exhausting. I keep looking at your guys' guesses for loud, and they're all really funny. First Chaser is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats last gathering. Gandershade thought she saw a cat, but turns out it was just a two-legged object. Cinderlamb is craving the taste of rabbit. Whisper Swoop can't find Snapdragon Spark anywhere. Colby is staring at me, and I'm realizing it's because I'm 30 minutes late for dinner. It's fine. Hold on a bit, bud. We're almost done. Lynx Gorse purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Snapdragon Spark is asking Whisper Swoop an important question. Whiskcloud saw some wandering two legs. Quill Spider has been glaring at a certain cat in camp with an odd look in her eye. Is there anyone in particular you dislike? Like, a lot. Frecklestar! That's, it's a little concerning. Sparrow Dance is watching cats come and go from camp. Slate Claw wants to compliment Gustdream's fighting techniques. Stone Shell is feeling gloomy. Gustdream is daydreaming about being a warrior in ViperClan. Cobalt Field is drinking water from a nearby stream. Tree Fang saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-legged garden. Fallen Newt is soaking in the Newt Leaf warmth. Verbaniclaw saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Lavender Watcher had a nice chat with another cat from the clan. I can speak. You know the gist. Feeling frustrated after a failed negotiation. Picking burrs from his pelt. Relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Spending considerable amount of time grooming. Hey, can we, help this out a little bit, maybe? Can't find Horse Kit anywhere. Horse Kit is a newborn. Why can't you find Horse Kit? Gullheart is looking for herbs. Mothjoy ran to the flowers for Inklaw's vigil. Soaking in the New Leaf Morph got a brand new mate. Well then, for the drama, I kind of want to send them out just to see what happens. Well, Frecklestar came running to save Quill Spider, so that's good. Maybe that will help. Frecklestar is low-key thriving. Yeah. Cobalt Field can go with Shaded Paw. Points out a burrow. Sure enough, there's a squirrel. Cobalt Field praises him and smiles as Shaded Paw drops into a hunting crouch as the squirrel crawls out of the burrow. Through his paw, though his paws are rather unpracticed, the basic knowledge is solid and his hunt is a success. I kind of want to send out Stone and Whisper for the last moon. We shouldn't be inviting kitty pets. We won't invite them, it's fine. Tree Fang can go out with Adderpaw. Hunting. Good job. And let's send out Verbena Claw and Slate Claw. The claws, I guess. New set of tunnels. Abandoned Badger set. I can check if Whisper has any crushes. I just don't want to, like, drag out the stream because Colby is staring at me still. But we can do a quick glance. Nope, no crushes. Spirit Ants can go out with Lavender Watcher. Actually, no, I want to send you out with, like, your many children. We see a fox. It's a kit fox. Cinderglam this time steals candy from a baby. Mothjoy can go out with Gust Dream. Hello, Rabbit. The rabbit sprints away before any cat in the patrol can react. Mothjoy remarks that he would have chased after it. He just thinks that sort of prey is a rabbit too easy to catch. The rest of the patrol is irate from the missed catch and doesn't react. Mothjoy repeats the joke to no avail. Tough crowd. Okay, Mothjoy. WizCloud, Lynx Gorse, and Lavender Watcher. Hello, Galaxy Clan. Nice recent battle between Galaxy Clan and one of the other clans. Guess you'll have to find out if that's has anything to do with canon. Crow Hollow, Chirp Spot, and Fallen Newt. Large Rat. The rat is huge and quick, but Crow Hollow is quicker, bringing it down before it scurries out of reach. Good job. And Tunnel Creek. We get Burdock. And that is the year. Frecklestar is still here. He's thriving. He has a mate. Oh yeah, Knight is also a double name. We need to rename Nightkit. Let me double check Nightkit's full name. Okay, that would also be a funny name, but we can rename it. Okay, give me suggestions to end the stream with. I'm gonna do this real quick. Let's see. Some of these don't really fit well with the full name, just giving you a heads up. Let's do those four. Okay, so while I continue on with the recap, someone said to look at Torn Dance. This is Torn Dance. This is Frecklestar's new mate. A nervous elder who's a great storyteller and a good kid sitter. So Mothjoy is still here. Gullheart is still here. Gullheart is currently sick with yellow cough, though. Tunnel Creek has moved over to be the new medicine cat. Okay, is she? Sedge Dance has become a mediator, and so has Bonefade. And those are... That was a year. That was so many deaths. But, yeah, let me go end that poll now, because I need to end stream. And looks like Flash won. Flash and Snow... Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin, because it tied. We're going with Flash. Okay. And anyway, that was a interesting stream. Yoshi is choking on his own hair. Yoshi, you okay? And I will see you guys next time. That was chaos. I'm depressed. I'm gonna go feed the cats. Bye. Peace.